All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Nova from Four Guys in a Comic, and we are going to be starting something that I like to do personally, talk about my hardcovers, at least new ones that I get. I'm going to do these things called overviews, whatever you want to call them, overviews, reviews, unboxings, really, where, if I get something new, which I tend to do, um, I'm going to talk about it, and these things cost a lot of money. So maybe before you go and spend, $100 on a book, maybe you want to know what's in it. Is it worth the price? What the quality's like? Is it going to fall apart on you? Stuff like that. So that's for the people who don't know what these are about. For those of you that do, welcome. You're old cats to this game. But this week, well, I shouldn't say this week. I don't know how many I'm going to do in a week. I've got the incredible Absolute Infinite Crisis. Recent release, I think this came out the 6th or 7th of December. I'm very excited. I've got it unwrapped, out of the box as they all come in. It's great. But yeah, this thing is gorgeous. So quickly, before I forget, take a look at the price. 100 US, 131 Canadian, damn Canadian dollar. Of course, you can get it for much, much less on Amazon or in stock trades if you're in the US. It's gorgeous. Written by Jeff Johns, art by Phil Jimenez, and I believe George Perez contributed as well. Look at the design of the slipcase. It is just incredible. I don't remember if this was a cover or a variant, but it goes all the way around and just looks incredible. For those of you that don't know, Absolute editions are about 13 inches by 9, 10, something like that. They're really, really big, and yeah, let's get it out of the slipcase. So underneath the slipcase, we've got this gorgeous, no dust jacket, just a straight hardback, and it's so well built. Like, this is probably the most solid feeling Absolute edition I've ever owned. Got the new DC logo going, but of course the incredibly memorable Jim Lee cover of, I believe it was Countdown to Infinite Crisis. You got the spine here. Great production value, and of course the amazing Superboy Prime. Love this guy, love the Jim Lee artwork. He is an incredible cover artist, of course. Interiors, if you can keep up, are always great as well. But let's dive in. As all Absolutes do, it does have a ribbon bookmark. So I, of course, don't want to spoil too much. I'm sort of going to go over the contents of it, talk about the binding a little bit. So we've got, a list of creators here. A lot of anchors. Now, this is not obviously the omnibus. It just collects the main series plus the Countdown issue. Look at that artwork, just incredible. And it looks amazing on these big pages. So, got an intro here. I'm not going to show you guys all that, but it is by Grant Morrison, so I'm going to have to read that later. I love me some Grant Morrison. But yeah, there is no real table of contents. Each issue does start off giving you a creative team. And of course, then you get into the book. So, I'm going to show you guys some pages. Oh, I love it. This is such a great event. It's one of the better ones. I mean, if you're not a big fan of events, maybe it's not for you. I mean, there are big splashy moments, and there's a lot of great artwork in it, but this was actually a good one. Jeff Johns did a good job with this one. I didn't really dislike too many of DC's crises, mostly because they weren't affecting my reading at the time anyway. But that's a topic for another day. Let's look at the back content here. So we got some sketches. Of course, some cover art. You got some interviews here with Phil Jimenez and Jeff Johns. I know that there's also I guess we got some pitch art here, so this is, I guess, storyboards and them just pitching ideas, getting everyone excited. Oh, we're going to have this character here, Black Adam, Sinestro. All crazy stuff. Superboy Prime, Superman crashing through the wall of dimensions. Just like crazy stuff. You got some script work, as these usually have, paired with the artwork. Just incredible stuff. Give you guys a taste of that. Jeff Johns script, panel by panel. It's awesome, and you can compare the panel here. It's right here. It's great, and it looks like they did it for a few issues, or maybe it's just the countdown issue. But you've also got the pitch, which I think is great. You got the pitch that Jeff Johns presented to DC, so you can look at it yourself and say, well, this is what he proposed to them, and this is what they accepted, and you can just, it's great. It's a lot of fun stuff to read through. And then they talk about where it falls in the continuity of the DC universe, which for someone who just, picks this up on a whim, has heard good things about it, like I'm saying now, you can figure out, where it was in the rest of the universe at this time. They talk about all the side stories. You got an afterword by Dan DiDio. Great stuff. If you like bonus content like this, which I do, it's definitely worth picking up. Now, and you give you guys a little look at the binding. Really well sewn. This is just the best of the best that you can get. Now, it is a fairly small book, but it's well done. This whole thing just has great production by DC. So there you have it, folks. Quick overview of the Absolute Infinite Crisis book from DC Comics. In my opinion, I'd highly recommend it. It's a great read. If you're a fan of DC Comics, if you're a fan of this event, it's a no-brainer because the artwork deserves this format. The writing is incredible, and it's so well put together. It's a piece of art in itself, and you are paying a premium price for it if you're getting it at a comic store. Again, you can get it online for about 40% off, really, on in-stock trades. Highly recommend it. I am a fanboy, so keep that in mind, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. For those of you that, are fans of comics-related stuff and geekdom in general, and you don't listen to Four Guys in a Comic, please check us out. We have some podcasts available on our YouTube channel to listen to, and then you can move over to Podbean, Google Play, we're on iTunes, of course, and check us out further there. We do a weekly show. Tap and I, of course, are trying to continuously on a weekly basis. I say that because, life gets in the way, but we try to go over every Rebirth issue that comes out every week, talk about it, give our 2 cents, whatever they're worth. And hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, you stay classy, Internet.